Okay, in this brief example, I'm going to show you, this is the purpose of this video is to show an example of how implicitly fast Laravel development is in comparison to custom PHP development. And so our use case in the example is an application in which we're building an application that needs user authorization and authentication. So, you know, for firms, companies that are thinking, boy, I'd like to hire a company. So I think this would be a good question to ask this company. Hey, how much would you charge to do this? To build a simple PHP application with user authentication and authorization. So if you want to time me, start me now. There we go, new, Laravel, auth, sample. Boom. So we've got all our framework set up right now. Um, and then I'm going to come into, so this is, look at all this, it's installing all this stuff, right? With a simple command line. So let's go, let's open it now. Auth example, here we go. So this was an empty, this folder didn't exist, now it does, and here's everything we have here. Okay, go to the terminal. So our NVV, MENV, and make sure. So this is our database. This is what we want to call our database. So I'm going to add up a second terminal, right? I'm going to go PHP artisan serve, and this starts our PHP server. Here we go. You would have to come over here. Let's put you over here. And let's see here. And I think I might have to start examp regardless too. So let's do this. Start and start. Now I come localhost PHP myadmin. New database there. Create. There's our database. All right. Now per the documentation. So here's our Laravel. Notice there's no up here. There's no authorization or authentication. It's just a landing page about Laravel is all that was added. Woohoo, big deal, you would think, right? Now, come back over to our application, and we are going to run PHP artisan migrate. Before I do this, I want to take a look at there's nothing here. I just created this table. We've seen this. Migrate. Now let's refresh this. Now we have our migrations table, our failed jobs, password resets, personal access tokens, and users. Boom, look at that. So these tables were created by default. So this migrations, so I'm not going to go into the details of that too much. So now we're going to come back over to here, per the documentation. We're going to require Laravel Breeze, which adds documentation. And copy paste, look at that, copy paste. Okay, so now let's come back over to, first of all, let's look at our application. Nothing, right? Let's look at our database table, nothing, no new tables. Now let's install the actual package. Back and copy and paste from the documentation in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. I'm looking at starter kits here. Let's put it on this screen. And also, I'm going to run npm install too while I'm at it. Nothing wrong with that. I've got processing power, right? So it's been installed. So let's come back over to my site, my localhost website. Look, I've got a login page now, and I've got a register page. Wow, look at that. Let's look at our database. Anything changed? Nope, nothing's changed. I better run my migrations. PHP artisan migrate. Nothing to migrate. Okay, what's up with that? There is something to migrate, I guarantee it. PHP artisan migrate. npm install. npm. Okay, npm install. npm run dev. npm. We did install. npm run dev. Okay. Let's take a look. Cool. Oh, this has. Okay, so at the very least we have invite development server that provides hot module. So this is a development server. I don't necessarily need that. But let's see here. I'm going to close this one and open up another terminal. So, all right. I'm going to come back over here to my authorization, log in. Nope, actually, I'm going to create a new user. Like Triton.net. That was right there. I typed in a very, very huge. Look, I'm logged in. Look at it. So let's come back over to. All right, look at our users table. Wow, look at that. Isn't that spectacular? Boom. I've created in 15 minutes. I've created um, an application that has authorization authentication. Not even 15 minutes. Oh, that's just spectacular, isn't it? I think, anyways. That's my opinion.